Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
In the world of pro wrestling, where rivalries dance in the hymn of storylines, few truly thrive to the potential of dream matches that captivate fans. One of the most intriguing potential matchups in WWE today is Roman Reigns versus Bron Breakker. Just when it looked like the two superstars could battle each other in a match at Crown Jewel 2025, the company wheeled the other way. The primary reason Triple H is holding off on a Reigns vs Breakker match is to save this for a grand stage like the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania next year. This is a feud that has a lot of potential, which truly makes it a main event-worthy match. Therefore, WWE does not want to waste this opportunity by pitting the OTC against the former Intercontinental Champion. Now Roman Reigns is the biggest star currently in WWE, having headlined several WrestleManias. Meanwhile, Bron Breakker is rapidly ascending the ranks, establishing himself as the future of this industry. A match between the two is a guaranteed blockbuster, but prematurely booking it at this point, where a lot of work has yet to be done, could dilute its potential. Triple H is delaying this marquee clash to ensure that when Breakker and Reigns collide, it feels like a rich, storyline-driven clash, and it happens at a grand stage. The OTC is currently feuding with the Vision, especially Bronson Reed. This is expected to ultimately lead to the highly anticipated showdown between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, perhaps at WrestleMania 42. Therefore, WWE could showcase a storyline arc where Bron Breakker is the final hurdle the Tribal Chief needs to eliminate before getting to his ultimate goal, Rollins and the World Heavyweight Championship. This will not only have a rich storyline, but also an organic build that would lead to Reigns versus Breakker. A match of this magnitude could take place at the Royal Rumble next year. Hence, Triple H's decision to avoid this marquee match at this juncture is a calculated move, rooted in strategic foresight. By saving this blockbuster encounter for a bigger stage, WWE is ensuring that the Roman Reigns versus Bron Breakker match delivers maximum impact. Why Triple H is keeping Roman Reigns away from the world title picture? Roman Reigns has been the cornerstone of the main event scene in WWE for the past few years. There have been several occasions when the OTC made it clear that his ultimate goal is to reclaim the world title. However, it has not happened yet. Triple H has kept Reigns away from the championship picture in recent times. One of the main reasons behind it is WWE's long-term vision. The company is currently focused on different aspects. Roman Reigns is involved in a multifaceted storyline on Raw. On the one hand, he has been elevating future stars like Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, while on the other hand, he is playing a key role in Jey Uso's recent storyline arc. It leaves the OTC with no scope to chase a championship at this point. However, his current storyline with the Vision will eventually lead him to Seth Rollins, with the Visionary having the World Heavyweight Championship. WWE could organically put Roman Reigns into the title picture next year. He could kill two birds with one stone. Reigns could settle some old scores with Rollins while chasing the World's Heavyweight Championship in the process. It could give rise to a compelling storyline. Hence, this could be a major reason why Triple H is keeping the OTC away from the title picture at this point. In recent months, speculation has been heating up about a potential mega match between Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief and cornerstone of WWE, and Bron Breakker, the young powerhouse who's been making waves on both NXT and the main roster. Fans have been clamoring for the clash between Reigns' calculated dominance and Breakker's explosive power. Yet, despite the buzz, WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H seems to be keeping this dream matchup on hold. The question is, why? To understand Triple H's reasoning, we have to look deeper into WWE's long-term storytelling, business strategy, and the delicate balance between elevating new talent and protecting established megastars. Here's a detailed look at why Triple H is carefully avoiding, or perhaps delaying, Roman Reigns versus Bron Breakker. Roman Reigns' current persona as the Tribal Chief has been one of the most successful storylines in modern WWE history. Since returning in 2020, he has dominated SmackDown, holding the undisputed WWE Universal Championship for over 1,000 days and redefining what it means to be a heel champion. Triple H knows that Reigns' story still has unfinished chapters. His rivalry with the Bloodline, including Solo Sikoa, and potentially a returning Jimmy Uso, still has room to unfold. Introducing Bron Breakker. Into this equation too early could distract from or derail the ongoing narrative that has captivated WWE audiences for years. Reigns' eventual downfall needs to be monumental, and it has to serve the long-term story, not just create a short-term buzz. Breakker is a major player for the future, but not the right piece for the puzzle right now. Bron Breakker, the son of Rick Steiner and nephew of Scott Steiner, burst onto the scene with unmatched athleticism, power, and charisma. He's already proved himself as a future main event star, dominating NXT and now making an impression on the main roster. However, facing Roman Reigns right now could do more harm than good. Reigns has defeated nearly everyone in his path: John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39, and countless others. WWE has carefully built his dominance. If Breakker were to face Reigns and lose, which is almost certain under the current storyline, it could hurt his momentum before he's fully established as a legitimate top-tier contender. Triple H likely wants Breakker to be in a position where a loss won't hurt him. Or even better, when he's ready to beat Reigns and carry that torch. Timing is everything. One of the cornerstones of Triple H's booking philosophy is long-term storytelling. He's known for building rivalries that evolve over months or even years, culminating in emotionally satisfying payoffs. When it comes to Roman Reigns, Triple H understands that whoever finally dethrones him will instantly become the face of WWE for the next generation. Many fans thought that moment would come when Cody Rhodes finished his story. But after Reigns retained at WrestleMania, it became clear that WWE was stretching his reign even further. This means the torch-passing moment has to be perfectly timed, not rushed. Triple H sees Bron Breakker as a long-term investment, not an immediate challenger. When the time is right, maybe a year or two down the road, Breakker could be the one to end Roman's reign. But right now, WWE is still laying the foundation for that possibility. Before Bron Breakker can go toe-to-toe with a legend like Roman Reigns, he needs to fully establish his identity on the main roster. Fans who followed NXT already know him as an intense, dominant athlete. But the broader WWE audience is still getting familiar with his character, attitude, and style. Triple H is likely using this time to carefully mold Breakker's image, giving him strong wins, key rivalries, and highlight moments that make him feel like a legitimate main event player. Matches against top stars like Seth Rollins, Gunther, or Drew McIntyre could serve as building blocks before he eventually faces Reigns. Throwing him into the ring with Reigns too soon could make it feel premature and forced. Triple H prefers to create the feeling that when they finally collide, it's destiny, not desperation. Another factor is Roman Reigns' part-time schedule. Ever since reaching his Tribal Chief peak, Reigns has significantly reduced his in-ring appearances. He wrestles primarily on premium live events and has extended breaks between feuds. Because of that, every storyline involving him has to count. There's no room for filler or experimental feuds. Triple H likely doesn't want to waste one of Roman's rare appearances on a storyline that isn't fully developed or part of a bigger narrative payoff. A Roman Reigns versus Bron Breakker feud could draw massive attention, but only if WWE builds it up properly and gives it the time it deserves. With WWE's brand split in full effect, Triple H has been emphasizing unique rosters and storylines for Raw and SmackDown. Roman Reigns is firmly positioned as the centerpiece of SmackDown. while Breakker has been appearing on Raw, feuding with different stars and carving out his own identity. By keeping them on separate shows, Triple H allows both men to dominate their respective brands without overlap. This ensures that when their paths do cross, it feels like a once-in-a-generation confrontation rather than just another rivalry. Every major storyline in WWE is, in some way, connected to WrestleMania. Triple H and his creative team are likely already thinking ahead, not just to WrestleMania 41, but possibly even 42. The Reigns vs. Breakker match has WrestleMania main event potential written all over it. If WWE were to book the match too soon, say, at a random PLE like Backlash or Fastlane, it would lose the grandeur and significance that comes with a true passing of the torch moment. Triple H may be saving this clash for the biggest stage possible, where Breakker could finally conquer the tribal chief in front of the world. From a business standpoint, WWE wants to maximize every major matchup's drawing power. Right now, Roman Reigns versus Bron Breakker would definitely create buzz. But it might not sell out stadiums or break streaming records, not yet. Breakker still needs to become a household name to make the bout a true blockbuster. Triple H's marketing strategy is clear. Build Breakker into a superstar that fans need to see. Challenge Roman. That means letting him stack up wins, cut memorable promos, and maybe even capture a world title before